Hawa, tune.
Game. Good afternoon to each and everyone. I'm Jimwell Clyde Victorio Mold, the team leader of this group. Our topic is restaurant effort to food safety and sanitation during the pandemic. We choose this topic because it's relevant at this time of pandemic. We need to be more careful with what we eat now. Through this webinar, we will expand the knowledge of each other, especially in our industry. We need to protect each other from any kind of viruses. The the Empowered team. The Empowered is a group of company aims to provide a safety and clean services. The empowered are stronger and more confident, especially in controlling their lives. As an individual, we have a power to inspire other people to do what is right and what is safe for everyone. Next.
So as you can see, we have a fire, spoon, fork, and pineapple together with the purple blue color on this logo. So what's the meaning and represent of those objects in that logo? So here we go. The color purple and blue logo represent the calm and stability. Stability means to keep in proper or good condition. The fire on the top of spoon and fork, this represent the fierce and energy. The fork represent the essentially a small mirror. Small, spoons are essentially small mirror to the culture surrounding us in part because everyone uses spoons in some way. So we could talk about the spoon being a symbol of unity and inclusiveness. The fork represent the considered to be a tool related to aggressive and behavior. The fork and spoon represent the good health since the food will be the source for a healthy body. And lastly, the pineapple, symbolize a voluminous crown and unreachable wealth, so that the pineapple represent the welcome, celebration, and hospitality friendship. Next.
Food safety in this pandemic is vulnerable not only employer, employees, and most especially food we serve. Sa panahon kasi natin ngayon, dapat mag-ingat na tayo sa mga bagay na dinideliver sa atin, lalong-lalo na ang mga foods came from other chain. Before you get the food, you should sanitize first para mamatay ang mga bacteria and other microorganisms sa mga food, most especially sa mga packaging nito. If we should practice this kind of protocols, we will assure that the food that we eat is clean and safe. Next. Next po.
The event plan description. In this webinar, they expect more knowledge about food and safety and sanitation and how important it is during the pandemic. We will expand everyone's knowledge on having safety in what we eat because we don't know the food we serve is as dirt or bacteria. Uh, in this event plan description, they expect more knowledge about food and safety and proper sanitation and how it's important during this time of pandemic. Next.
Next is our event objective. It is important to avoid cross-contamination in the kitchen as well as other food section because this may cause allergic reaction or worse is food poisoning. We must know how to manage our food safety by maintaining the cleanliness and the sanitation of the environment to avoid spread of the virus. Next.
Target audience. Who are the target audience? Our target audience are the restaurant employees, workers, food riders, and future graduates of HRM students. What will be the motivation of attendees? For the motivation of our attendees, we will give a certificate of participation and attendance providing a high quality of service.
Next daw po.
Implement the plan. We will implement our plan through social media, through Facebook Live because everyone we have access to Facebook. So everyone can watch the webinar and everyone will learn. Next po.
SWOT analysis. SWOT analysis stands for strengths, weaknesses, opportunity, and threats. In this activity, you will know what a company can do and can't do for it. Just know first what to do once there is a problem with your company. Strength. Confidence. The empowered is confident that they will going to succeed. Next is social media. Being a YouTuber and TikTok content creator, we will use this platform to promote our webinar. Next is entertainment. As a dancer and TikToker is, we will use this talent to entertain the audience. Next.
Weaknesses: slow internet connection. If you're getting slow internet, then you are supposed to you can try the resetting your modem and router, turning them off and on again. You may also want to check the other device in your house before after this step. Reset the modem again if you have internet after this. It's router problem. Lack of budget. Lack of budget. You can lack of original budget information to prevent it from being changed. You must enter a budget revision to revise a lacking budget. A budget that did not change in this way is a revised budget. You can create an audit trail of budget revisions. In addition, when you look at budget, the system keep a record of the original amounts and quantities in the original budget field of the account balance table. This allows you to differentiate and compare the revised budget with the original budget. Audience. Audience, the assembled spectators or listeners at the public event such a play, movie, convert, or meetings. Next.
Sharing knowledge. To increase the knowledge of the viewers about what is the factors that they can get in causing the contamination of food that make it foods harmful to human. Second is cooperation. Increasing consumer interest in food safety and quality. Social media communication. Increase interest of local media in food safety and quality issues. Third is harmonize standards and improve border system to facilitate trade in safe food. The harmonization of regulations and equivalence of standards between countries will be essential to fair and equitable trade of safe food products. Next.
3. Pure hygiene and at any stage of food change. Lack of preventive control during a processing and prepare of the food. Dirty co- and or contaminated utensil and equipment. Seems pretty simple, right? Making sure you use clean equipment is so fundamental, yet is one things consumer and those new to working to food services operation often overlook. Im- Improper cooking, temperature of food. Most of most of your employment would recognize the importance of proper cooking food. Next.
Strategy development, strength, social media. We use social media for strength because everyone can access the social media. Everyone can join our webinar event. As a blogger and TikToker creator, we use this platform to gain more viewers. Thank you. Next.
Weaknesses. Weaknesses. Lack of budget. My team is not financially stable, so we need to ask a help from government official to support our event. Next.
Opportunity, sharing knowledge. By sharing knowledge in this webinar to help our dear viewers on how to prevent the risk of unsafety food. Ang aming tungkulin ay ipahayag sa inyo ang tamang proseso ng food safety and sanitation. And we share all our knowledge to expand your mindset about this topic. Cooperation. We need a cooperation in this event to make it smooth. Through this, more viewers will come at maintindihan nila lahat ng aming pakay sa event na ito. Next.
Threats. Poor hygiene at any stage of food chain. The consequences of poor food hygiene practice can seriously affect the health of those who consume food, including severe food poisoning. Therefore, the legal action taken against those who have allowed poor food hygiene practice to take place to ensure that maintaining the cleanliness in processing and preparing food. Dirty and contaminated utensils and equipment. In our industry, we make sure that the utensils and other equipment In our industry, we make sure that the utensils and other equipment are clean and they already go to the proper way of sanitation process. In industry, always wear PPE or personal protective equipment, especially when you're preparing a food. To maintain a good personal hygiene while handling food is very important to prevent foodborne illnesses. Make sure does not become contaminated by food safety hazard. Next. Next po.
The flow of our event: 9 a.m. to 9:05 opening prayer, 9:05 to 9:10 national anthem, 9:10 to 9:15 distribution, 9:15 to 9:25 welcome remarks. 925 to 955 introduce our team one by one. 955 to 1030 introduction of guest speakers. 1030 to 1040 entertainment. 1040 to 11 sharing experience. 11 to 11:10 presenting certificates. 11:10 to 11:20 closing message. 11:20 to 11:25 closing remarks. 11:25 to 11:30 a.m. photo documentation.
The event poster. As you can see, our poster is all about food safety. The health awareness and safety the customer, not only the customer in the restaurant, but because on how we can apply at home and also on how to avoid microbacter- microbacterial or poison of the food that can affect in our body. In this poster, we can see progress of food through this cycle by having six level stages on how food will receive a safety. The first level on this cycle is called check. Before we cook or buy, make sure that the ingredients will be fresh, just like vegetable, fruits, and meat. Next is clean. From the word itself, clean. Always wash ingredients or food or what we cook. Next is
That would be all. Thank you. Once again, this is Empowered Team. God bless and thank you.